name's Ian Wallace. I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Biochemistry here at UNR. Went to UNR back in 2013. Before that, I was an undergraduate and then a PhD student at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. I got my PhD from Tennessee back in 2008. After that, I moved out to the West Coast to University of California, Berkeley, where I did my postdoc. I worked for Chris Somerville, who is one of the founders of, I guess, modern plant genetics. So I'm a plant biochemist by training, and UNR, particularly the biochemistry department, is really unique in the sense that it's one of the few places, I think, in the U.S. right now that has a really strong plant biochemistry focused program. Some of the colleagues that I have here at UNR just down the hall are world-renowned plant biologists, and it's really exciting to get a chance to work with them. I think I was probably when I was an undergraduate, I was probably like most biology-oriented students. When I started working in a research lab, I thought I was either going to understand the brain or cure cancer, and I was quickly disabused of those notions. In collaboration with a colleague of mine, Matthew Tucker, down in the chemistry department, my lab's also studying these, the fancy name for them is antimicrobial peptides, but just imagine that they are components of stinging insect venom. So when you get stung by a bee, it injects a cocktail of proteins into your tissues. One of them are these so-called antimicrobial peptides, and essentially what they do is they burrow into your cells and they bust them open, pretty much. So what we're interested in understanding is that there are many of these antimicrobial peptides out there in nature. Some of them, simply lyse cells, break them open, but others do really interesting things. For example, there's this antimicrobial peptide from a Brazilian wasp that was recently shown to selectively target and kill cancer cells. So imagine a tissue that has a tumor in it. You could maybe feed that tissue this peptide, this antimicrobial peptide, and selectively kill off cancer cells and leave the healthy tissue healthy. Obviously, I think that science is a great and awesome endeavor. I think one of the other things I really like about being at UNR is that we have a really great undergraduate research culture here. It's important to me because I started my career as an undergraduate researcher. So as far as advice goes, and this is not limited to science, I think, anything that it could apply to any type of lab work or professional development. So I guess my first advice would be passionate about something. As college students, I think that you get exposed to a wide array of ideas and topics and things like that. You can't do all those things, but find something that you really care about, and pursue it aggressively.